I was not going to make a video on this, but considering I have nothing going on in my life right now, I thought I might as well make one because the topic is way too big to let go of and way too important to ignore. Everyone else is capitalizing on it, so I might as well do it too. So recently there has been an uproar in the gaming community because of one woman. Her name is Zoe Quinn. Honestly, there's so much here that it will hurt my brain, and there is so much history here that if I cover all of it with evidence, I will be here the whole day and the video will be like an hour long or something. In most cases, I wouldn't have given a damn, but considering how YouTube is censoring a lot of content these days, it's really not worth it for me. Now, Zoe Quinn, who has been a controversial figure in the gaming community, came out a few days ago and accused another developer of some gnarly stuff. I've read it and I will leave a link in the description box below to the site where you can read what she tweeted out. You must be wondering why I'm not linking it directly to her Twitter feed. Well, more on that in a minute. The guy who allegedly had done all of those things to her was Alec Harvick. He made a game called Night in the Woods. Anyways, so she name dropped the guy and the things the guy had allegedly done. She ranted about it on her Twitter feed, and next thing you know, the cancel culture began. Alec Harvick obviously became the most wanted man in the gaming community. People just wanted to see the guy crash and burn. Night in the Woods Studios decided to cut ties with him, and they canceled an in-development project. The media picked up on the story, and sites like Polygon jumped on the bandwagon. Night in the Woods Studio cut ties with designer after abuse allegations. Indie developer Zoe Quinn alleges assault and abuse from developer Alec Harvick. In the article it says, on Wednesday, Benson took to the Night in the Woods Twitter account to offer an extended statement. This week, allegations of past abuse have come to light regarding Alec Harvick, who was coder, composer, and co-designer on Nights in the Woods. Benson wrote, We take such allegations seriously as a team. As a result, and after some agonizing consideration, we are cutting ties with Alec. Can I just say something over here? The studio decided to cut ties with Alec Harvick over allegations. They are just allegations. That's all they are. Zoe Quinn provided no evidence to her tale, and frankly speaking, we all know Zoe Quinn is a pathological liar to begin with. She raised $80,000 for a game she never made. Apparently she ran out of money and decided to take the high road by saying that it's all her fault and it's all on her, that she's taking on a couple of jobs to fund for the game. Unless the game she's working on features some groundbreaking mechanics or is something like Shenmue was at the time when it came out, how could you run out of money? Really? It is unbelievable. And then she had the galls to go to Japan and dress herself in some expensive kimono or something, stay in an expensive hotel room and try the local Tinder scene. Guess she really wanted to try that local Asian flavor. So after the Twitter mob that went after Alec Harvick that just wanted to see the guy getting cancelled, the news spread like wildfire. I mean, literally, the guy's career was over. A few days later, Alec Harvick decided to check out. From what I know of from the story, because I'm going off by what I read or seen on the net, and I'm going off from my memory right now, I don't want to look on the net or on Twitter for vile, disgusting comments because that would piss me straight off. I kid you not, the guy checks himself out and some people actually celebrated. Alec Harvick's sister posted on Twitter and there were people replying with stuff like, good riddance and glad he's gone. Appalling, man. It's just straight up wrong. As someone who once dealt with depression, randomly crying over the simplest of things, not knowing what to do, and looking at kitchen knives and thinking that if today is the day. I know it can take a slight nudge to push a man over, especially if he's already on the edge. And from what I know, Alec was already depressed. He was on the road to recovery, but imagine you're coping with depression. Your game Night in the Woods has a theme of depression, and you're getting better because you're finding a purpose in life. Then next thing you know, some chick comes out of nowhere and RKOs your career. Whatever he had, it was taken away from him. So the moment the news of him checking out hit the net, Zoe Quinn decided to pull the ripcord on her Twitter because she knew the crap storm that was heading her way. Now, I'm not going to talk about the events and the anger that is brewing in the gaming industry, and honestly, I don't want to look into it because both sides hold merit. For example, some say Zoe Quinn deleted her Twitter because she was scared that she would be harassed by those pesky gamergators who never really liked her, while some say that she deleted her Twitter because she wanted to get rid of all the evidence just in case there's a police case involved or something. I don't know. Both sides hold merit and both are valid points. I'm not going to talk about that because there is one thing I want to talk about, and that's the actual claim itself and how people reacted to it. First up, I can understand that it may take an abuse victim years to speak about their abuse. I understand that, and I am not diminishing that fact at all. But what I am saying is that when you are lobbying an allegation towards someone, you better make sure you have some sort of receipts to back up that claim. I'm not denying Zoe Quinn the platform to share her story, but what I am saying that she should have done it responsibly. She had thousands of mindless followers backing her up, and yes, I will call them mindless because if they are going to go to a dead man's sister's Twitter feed and leave cruel messages, then yeah, you are an idiot. Anyways, when you had a following that was in 4 or maybe 5 digits, you need to have some sense of responsibility when you say something. I have a friend and she shared her Me Too story, and I have to say the way she did it was amazing. I can't praise her enough. She didn't name and shame the guy. She told her story, she told what happened to her, and she let everyone know that it happened to her too. But when Zoe Quinn decided to name drop the guy, it was obvious that she sent the mob after that man. I wouldn't blame her entirely for making the guy check himself out, but I have to say she did set off a series of events that led to Alec Harvick checking out. All she had to do was tell her story. That's it. That would have sent a powerful message in the gaming industry, and considering in her original post she mentions that she wants nothing ill towards Alec Harvick, she still decided to name drop him. Honey, do you not know the power of social media? Did you not consider the fact that your allegations, and yes, these are still allegations at the moment and will forever remain allegations because the guy is not among us anymore and we may never know the truth now? Did you not consider the harassment he was going to get from your followers? I mean, these celebrities, they are quick to jump online and say these pesky YouTubers make videos on us and send their fans over to harass us. But when these same celebs do this kind of stuff, guess what? They don't take into account the actions of their fans and the harassment they dish out. Seriously, I want to make this one thing clear to every woman watching this. If you share your Me Too story, I will listen to it. And I will sympathize with you. But the moment you drop your abuser's name and don't back it up with any sort of evidence, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit to me. Because you are clearly trying to destroy the person's life and you're trying to take away everything they have ever worked for. You're trying to dish out some mob justice when you could have gone to the actual Justice Department. I'm not gonna get into it. Not in the mood for this. The second thing I want to touch upon is how the media and her followers reacted to the story. The first time I heard the story unfold, I didn't bother with it. Full disclaimer here, I'm not a big fan of Zoe Quinn. So the moment I heard that Zoe Quinn was sharing her Me Too story, my BS detector went off and I was like, right boys, I'ma head out. I didn't even bother. I knew she's a pathological liar. She had been proven to be a liar in the past. Couple of things don't add up about her. I'm not going to bother with her. At the time, I thought I'll pay more attention towards the entire debacle when the other side responds. It's when I heard that the accused checked himself out, that's when I paid attention to all of this. The thing is, how many times do I have to say, or rational people have to say, that believing women blindly is not a smart idea? I made a video in the past about this issue, and I said it in the video that if you don't know the person personally, it will be stupid to believe either side blindly. But unfortunately, Zoe Quinn's allegations were believed blindly, and people just wanted to cancel the guy. Now, I'm not saying that Zoe Quinn is outright lying. Maybe it's true, maybe only some of it is true, maybe it's all lies. I don't know. I don't believe her, but whatever. The thing is, now we will never know the truth because the accused is no longer among us. We don't know his side of the story because there are people out there who were not interested in knowing his side. They just wanted to see the guy get cancelled, and they succeeded too. I mean, how many times have we seen in the past where allegations were proven wrong and we still don't want to believe? For crying out loud, Pru Jared was accused of sending and requesting nudes off from underage people. I made a video on him too. He got mass cancelled by his subscribers. The guy kept his head down and about a week ago uploaded a video that can only be described as the best internet investigation I have ever seen. He dismantled the claims so well that he literally gained more than 100,000 subs in a week. And he was mass cancelled. His junk pics were everywhere on the net. I think people need to have a good grip on themselves and need to start looking at things more objectively. Rather than believing one side, maybe people need to start hearing both sides, both the accuser and the accused. Rather than jumping on the whole cancel culture bandwagon, maybe we need to take a step back and think things through. Now, there are people that are trying to get Zoe Quinn cancelled. They blame her for Alec Harvick's checkout. I don't blame her, but I do blame her for setting a series of events in motion that led that man checking himself out. And you know what? She's going to have to live with it for the rest of her life. Anyways, that's enough from me. Rate, comment, and subscribe if you want to. If not, I don't care. YouTube is going to de-rank this video anyway. Pretty much the same way my ex-girlfriend de-ranks my bedroom performance. Follow me on social media. The links will be in the description box below. If you have a moment, do check out my streams on Mixer. I can do with a couple of subs and followers. Peace out, people, and stay awesome.